Welcome to Ancient Sleep Stories. Tonight, we journey to ancient Rome, where the echoes of the Colosseum still resonate. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a spectator in the grand arena, surrounded by the roar of the crowd and the clash of gladiators. As you approach the Colosseum, the fading light of dusk casts long shadows across its weathered stone facade. The air is thick with the scent of dust and distant smoke, mingling with the earthy aroma of trampled grass beneath your feet. A gentle breeze carries the faint echoes of long-forgotten cheers, whispering through the ancient arches. You pause, taking a deep breath. The cool evening air fills your lungs, carrying with it the weight of centuries. Your fingers brush against the rough stone as you step closer, feeling the texture of history beneath your skin. The Colosseum looms before you, a testament to Roman ingenuity and ambition. Your eyes trace the towering arches that stretch towards the darkening sky. Each one seems to reach higher than the last, creating a mesmerizing pattern that draws your gaze upward. The sheer scale of the structure is breathtaking, a marvel of engineering that has stood the test of time. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing your other senses to paint a picture of the past. The soft rustling of leaves in the nearby trees becomes the whispered anticipation of an ancient crowd. The distant hum of modern Rome fades away, replaced by the imagined murmur of thousands of spectators filing into their seats. As you open your eyes, the Colosseum seems to come alive in the fading light. Shadows dance across its surface, creating the illusion of movement within the empty arches. You can almost see the ghostly outlines of long-gone spectators, their excitement palpable even across the centuries. Your mind wanders, imagining the grandeur of the games that once took place within these walls. The arena floor, now exposed to the elements, was once a stage for epic battles and spectacular displays. You picture the sand-covered ground, stained with the sweat and blood of countless gladiators who fought for glory and survival. The clash of swords echoes in your imagination, accompanied by the roar of the crowd. You can almost feel the vibration of their cheers through the stone beneath your feet. The air seems to thicken with the heat of bodies pressed together, the excitement of the spectacle building to a fever pitch. In your mind's eye, you see two gladiators circling each other, their muscles tense and gleaming with sweat. The sun beats down on the arena, casting harsh shadows and illuminating the determination in their eyes. The crowd holds its collective breath, waiting for the first strike. Suddenly, the silence is shattered by the thunderous roar of a lion. You imagine the beast bursting onto the arena floor, its golden mane catching the light as it surveys its domain. The crowd's cheers reach a deafening crescendo as man and beast face off in a deadly dance. The scene shifts, and you picture the arena transformed once more. This time, water floods the sandy floor, creating an inland sea for mock naval battles. The scent of salt water mingles with the ever-present dust, creating a unique aroma that tickles your nose. Miniature ships glide across the artificial waves, their oars cutting through the water with practiced precision. The crowd leans forward in anticipation, wondering which vessel will emerge victorious. The sound of splintering wood and the cries of mock sailors fill the air as ships collide in carefully choreographed chaos. As the imagined spectacle fades, you find yourself once again standing before the silent Colosseum. The last rays of sunlight paint the sky in vibrant hues of orange and pink, casting a warm glow across the ancient stone. You take a moment to marvel at the enduring legacy of this magnificent structure. Your fingers trace the outline of a weathered inscription, feeling the grooves that have withstood centuries of wind and rain. Each mark tells a story, a fragment of history preserved in stone. You wonder about the countless hands that have touched this same spot, the generations of visitors who have stood where you now stand. As darkness begins to settle over Rome, the Colosseum takes on an ethereal quality. Shadows deepen within its arches, creating pockets of mystery that spark the imagination. The structure seems to hold its breath, as if waiting for the moment when it will once again be filled with the roar of the crowd and the clash of combat. You take a step back, allowing your gaze to encompass the entire facade. The Colosseum stands as a silent sentinel, bridging the gap between past and present. Its weathered stones have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the changing tides of history that have shaped the world we know today. The sound of distant church bells breaks the spell, reminding you of the modern city that surrounds this ancient wonder. Yet even as the present reasserts itself, you can't shake the feeling of connection to those who came before. The echoes of the past linger, a testament to the enduring power of human achievement and the timeless allure of spectacle. As the games unfold, you begin to notice the intricate social dynamics of the arena. The spectators, from senators to common folk, are as much a part of the spectacle as the gladiators themselves. Let's continue our journey and explore the social hierarchy and sensory experience of the Colosseum. As we continue our journey through the Colosseum, we delve deeper into the social hierarchy and sensory experience of the arena. The spectators, from senators to common folk, are as much a part of the spectacle as the gladiators themselves. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the ancient stones of the Colosseum, a gentle breeze carries the whispers of centuries past. The massive structure looms before us, its weathered arches and crumbling walls, a testament to the grandeur of Rome's bygone era. The sky above is painted in hues of deep purple and fiery orange, a celestial canvas that seems to echo the drama that once unfolded within these hallowed walls. Take a moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine the scent of dust and stone, mingled with the faint traces of incense that still linger in the air. As we stand here, on the threshold of history, let us prepare to step back in time, to an age when the Colosseum was the beating heart of Rome's entertainment and spectacle. The cool evening air caresses our skin as we make our way through the towering entrance. The smooth, worn stone beneath our feet has been trodden by countless others before us, emperors and slaves, gladiators and spectators, all drawn to this place of wonder and brutality. As we emerge into the vast arena, the sheer scale of the Colosseum takes our breath away. The tiered seating rises up around us like a great stone wave, frozen in time. Close your eyes once more and listen. Can you hear the echoes of long-ago cheers, the ghostly roar of a crowd long since turned to dust? Let us ascend the worn steps, our footfalls echoing in the hushed twilight. With each step, we climb higher into the social strata of ancient Rome. At the lower levels, closest to the action, we find the seats reserved for the most esteemed members of society. Here, ornate marble benches await the weight of senators, draped in fine togas, their fingers adorned with golden rings that catch the last rays of sunlight. Pause for a moment. Feel the smooth, cool surface of the marble beneath your fingertips. Imagine the rustling of expensive fabrics, the quiet murmur of political intrigue, and the heady scent of exotic perfumes wafting through the air. As we continue our ascent, the atmosphere begins to shift. The air grows thicker, warmer, filled with the mingled sense of humanity pressed close together. We have entered the realm of the common folk, the plebeians who would crowd onto wooden benches high above the arena floor. Take a deep breath. The air here is different, earthier, more pungent. It carries the aroma of sweat and leather, of cheap wine and garlic-laden breath. This is where the true spirit of Rome resides, in the hearts and voices of its people. From this vantage point, we can survey the entire Colosseum. The late evening light casts long shadows across the sand-strewn arena floor, creating a patchwork of light and dark. In your mind's eye, picture the scene as it once was. The golden sand gleaming in the sunlight, stained here and there with darker patches that speak of battles fought and lives lost. The air seems to thicken with anticipation as we imagine the events about to unfold. Can you feel the excitement building like static electricity crackling through the crowd? The low hum of thousands of voices rises and falls like the tide, a sea of humanity united in their thirst for spectacle. Suddenly, a hush falls over the arena. The crowd holds its collective breath as the massive gates at one end of the oval slowly begin to open. The creaking of ancient hinges echoes through the still air, a sound that sends shivers down the spine of even the most hardened spectator. From the shadowy depths beyond the gate, figures emerge. Gladiators, their muscled bodies glistening with oil, step into the fading light. Their armor catches the sun's dying rays, transforming them into living statues of bronze and gold. The crowd's silence breaks, replaced by a deafening roar that seems to shake the very foundations of the Colosseum. Close your eyes and let the sound wash over you. Feel the vibrations in your chest, the way the noise seems to penetrate your very being. This is the voice of Rome, raw and primal, united in its hunger for blood and glory. As the gladiators take their positions, the air grows heavy with more than just sound. The heat of the day, trapped by the stone walls, presses down upon the arena like a physical weight. Even in the cooling evening, you can almost feel the oppressive warmth, the way it would have clung to skin and cloth alike. Breathe deeply once more. The air is thick with the metallic tongue of blood and the earthy scent of dust kicked up by sandaled feet. Mingled with these are the aromas of the crowd itself, sweat and excitement, fear and anticipation, all blending into a heady perfume that is uniquely Roman. The clash of steel on steel rings out, cutting through the cacophony of the crowd. Imagine the glint of sunlight on polished blades, the spray of sand as combatants dance their deadly waltz across the arena floor. Each movement is a study in grace and brutality, beauty and violence intertwined in a spectacle that holds the audience spellbound. From our perch high in the stands, individual gladiators become mere specks in the grand tableau below. Yet the energy of their struggle reaches us even here, carried on waves of sound and emotion that ripple through the crowd like wind through a field of wheat. As the battle rages on, take a moment to look around at your fellow spectators. In the fading light, faces become a blur of expressions: joy and horror, bloodlust and compassion, all laid bare in the raw honesty of the moment. Here, in the Colosseum, the masks of civility slip away, revealing the true nature of those who watch. The sun has now dipped below the horizon, leaving the sky a canvas of deep purples and indigos. In the gathering twilight, the Colosseum takes on an almost otherworldly quality. Shadows deepen, blurring the lines between past and present, reality and imagination. Listen closely. Can you hear the whispers of history in the gentle evening breeze? The stories of countless battles fought, lives lost, and legends born within these hallowed walls? Each stone, each grain of sand in the arena below, holds within it the echoes of Rome's glory and its shame. As night falls in earnest, the spectacle below begins to wind down. The crowd's roar softens to a murmur, then to silence. In the stillness that follows, there is a moment of collective reflection, a shared understanding of the profound experience we have all witnessed. Slowly, people begin to rise from their seats, their movements languid and dreamlike in the soft darkness. The air, once thick with tension and excitement, now carries the bittersweet scent of endings, of battles concluded, of day turning to night, of an empire whose sun has long since set. As we make our way back down the worn stone steps, each footfall seems to echo with the weight of history. We carry with us not just memories of the spectacle we've witnessed, but a deeper connection to the countless souls who have walked this path before us. Emerging once more into the cool night air outside the Colosseum, we pause to look back at the great structure. In the moonlight, its weathered stones seem to glow with an inner light, a beacon of memory in the heart of modern Rome. Take one last, deep breath. Let the night air fill your lungs, carrying with it the dust of centuries and the whispered secrets of the eternal city. As we turn away from the Colosseum, we carry a piece of its magic with us, a connection to the past that will forever echo in our hearts, as